Tama Tonga sent a bizarre message on social media, reacting to WWE's birthday wish dedicated to him. Tonga is a member of the Solo Sikoa-led bloodline, and is currently feuding with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. Post-WrestleMania XL, Tonga debuted on SmackDown as the newest member of the bloodline. He kicked out Jimmy Uso from the faction, and was later announced as the new right-hand man of the group. Within months, the 42-year-old superstar won his first championship in the company, capturing the WWE Tag Team Championship with Jacob Fatu. Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso have been heavily outnumbered in their feud with the bloodline. On the latest edition of Monday Night Raw, Jimmy tried convincing his brother to rejoin the OG bloodline and reunite the Usos. However, Jay wasn't interested. Speaking on the Wrestling Mac show, Matt Camp suggested that Jay should walk into Survivor Series War Games as the only champion representing the OG bloodline. He said, "A few weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, Jay won the Intercontinental Championship by defeating Braun Breaker. The win marked his first singles title win in WWE. However, Jay will defend the title in a rematch against Breaker on next week's Raw. There is a possibility of him not walking into Survivor Series as the Intercontinental Champion." The world of professional wrestling has always been rich with drama, storytelling, and unexpected twists. In recent months, WWE's Bloodline saga has captivated audiences with the ongoing feud between Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. The family drama at the heart of this storyline has been explosive, tearing apart the bloodline and leaving fans in suspense about what's next. Amid this chaos, the wrestling world was rocked by an unexpected development. Tama Tonga, a prominent star from New Japan Pro Wrestling and JPW, sent a cryptic and bizarre message that has left fans speculating about his potential involvement in WWE and the Bloodline storyline. Before diving into Tama Tonga's message, it's essential to understand the context behind the Bloodline's current state. Roman Reigns has been the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for over 3 years, dominating the SmackDown roster and leading the Bloodline to new heights. For a long time, Reigns ruled with an iron fist, with his cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, serving as his loyal lieutenants. However, things took a dramatic turn when Jey Uso rebelled against Reigns at SummerSlam 2023. Jey's rebellion led to an all-out civil war within the bloodline. Jimmy Uso, who initially seemed to side with his twin brother, shocked the WWE Universe by turning on Jey and siding with Reigns once again. This betrayal left Jey Uso shattered and prompted his departure from WWE, or so it seemed at the time. The tension within the bloodline has continued to escalate, with Jimmy and Reigns at the center of the drama. The tribal nature of this storyline, the familial bonds, and the betrayals have made it one of WWE's most compelling stories in recent memory. However, the arrival of Tama Tonga's cryptic message has added a new layer of intrigue. For those unfamiliar with Tama Tonga, he is a highly accomplished wrestler and one of the key figures in New Japan Pro Wrestling and JPW. A founding member of the infamous Bullet Club faction, Tama has a reputation for his in-ring skill and his unpredictable, brash personality. He has had multiple runs with various championships in NJPO and has been involved in some of the company's most memorable moments. What makes Tama Tonga particularly interesting in this context is his heritage. Tama is the son of Haku, one of the most feared and respected wrestlers of all time. Haku, also known as Meng in WCW, has ties to WWE and is often regarded as one of the toughest men to ever step foot in the squared circle. Tama, like Roman Reigns and the Usos, comes from a storied Samoan wrestling lineage, which has led to speculation about his potential involvement in the Bloodline story. On October 14, 2024, Tama Tonga took to social media and posted a video that immediately caught the attention of wrestling fans worldwide. In the video, Tama is seen standing in a darkened room, with a single spotlight illuminating his face. He speaks in a calm, yet eerie tone, offering a message that seems both personal and directed at the Bloodline's current turmoil. "You thought the island was safe. You thought the family was whole." Tama begins, staring into the camera with an intensity that feels almost otherworldly. But there's always a crack, a fault line that runs deep beneath the surface. It's always the closest ones who tear the family apart. Roman, Jimmy, Jey, your bloodline isn't the only one with roots that run deep. The cryptic message immediately sent fans into a frenzy of speculation. Was Tama Tonga hinting at a future involvement in WWE? Could he be positioning himself as a new player in the Bloodline saga? Or was this simply a well-timed mind game meant to stir the pot amid the already chaotic storyline? Tama's reference to the island and family seemed to be a direct nod to the Samoan heritage shared by himself, Roman Reigns, and the Usos. The line about the closest ones tearing the family apart could be interpreted as commentary on the internal struggle currently facing the Bloodline. However, the mention of his own roots running deep hints at the possibility that Tama sees himself as an outsider with legitimate claims to the Samoan dynasty. As with any cryptic message in the wrestling world, fans were quick to jump to conclusions. Many speculated that this was a teaser for Tama Tonga's WWE debut, perhaps as a new challenger to Roman Reigns' tribal chief status. With the bloodline fractured, there's a potential opening for someone from outside the family to exploit the chaos and challenge Roman's leadership. Some fans theorized that Tama could align himself with either Jimmy Uso or Roman Reigns. Given the family dynamics at play, Tama could claim that he has just as much of a right to call himself the head of the table as Roman. His partnership with Jimmy would also make sense, given Jimmy's recent rebellion against his brother Jay. Together, they could form a new faction that seeks to topple Roman's reign. Another possibility is that Tama Tonga could come in as a neutral force, someone with no allegiance to either Jimmy or Roman, but with his own agenda. This would create a new layer of conflict within the Bloodline storyline, as both Roman and Jimmy would have to contend with an outsider who has his own claim to the Samoan wrestling legacy. Additionally, there are whispers that this could be part of a larger NJPW WWE crossover, with WWE expanding its global reach and NJPW looking for ways to stay relevant in the ever-changing wrestling landscape. A crossover angle involving one of NJPW's biggest stars could be a win-win for both companies.